One of the suspects accused of the murder of Gqeberha prosecutor Tracy Brown is expected to make a formal bail appearance in the Gqeberha Magistrate's Court. Brown, who was the regional prosecutor at the new Brighton Magistrate's Court, was gunned down outside her home in Young Park in July by 4 men in a vehicle. Now, 2 suspects have since been arrested by the Hawks in the Eastern Cape. The first accused is expected to formally apply for bail today, while the second has abandoned his bail application. SABC News reporter Sisipho Ngcumbe is on that story. Sisipho, good morning. And of course, this is one of those stories that has garnered a great deal of attention. We saw at the funeral of Ms. Brown a very high-level delegation, including the minister attending there. So clearly, this is one where the state has a point to prove in making sure that an attack against the state is dealt with decisively.
Absolutely, Sakina. Good morning to you and a good morning to the viewers at home as well. Indeed, this is quite a high-profile case, Sakina, and certainly, as you correctly mentioned, at the memorial service of Tracy Brown, we had the Minister of Justice, Mameloko Kubai, actually calling out for more protective measures to be put in place for prosecutors in this province, and certainly in this country. In this province only, we've seen a number of murders of state prosecutors, and it is quite an alarming number. However, in this case in particular, Sakina, it is I can equate it to a string or a wool, a roll of wool in which the authorities have pulled the tug, and it really seems to be unraveling into something that perhaps was not expected. We know, of course, that today, the accused, the 33-year-old, will be applying for bail. However, what's interesting in this case, Sakina, is that the second accused in this case actually has also positively been linked to a kidnapping syndicate in the Gqeberha area. A 73-year-old woman was kidnapped on the 11th of August from Gqeberha, which is a hop, skip and a jump away from here. And as it turned out, that in that investigation, they were able to come out, I believe, with 10 suspects that they apprehended, and 6 of them have already appeared in the Gqeberha Magistrate's Court. And from what the Hawks have said, it seems that one of those accused is someone who's also positively been identified or linked to the Tracy Brown case. Of course, there was also a 63-year-old woman, Tracy Brown, who was also kidnapped in Gqeberha, and it seems as though the modus operandi is kidnapping these women and then further going and demanding a ransom from their families. So the second accused in this matter, who will not be appearing today as he has abandoned his bail application in both of the cases that he's been linked to, is also linked to a kidnapping syndicate. So it's certainly something that seems to be unraveling quite a bit. However, what we do know about today's appearance in particular, Sakina, is that the state will be opposing bail, of which is of course expected in a matter that is so gruesome and really so heartbreaking for the community at large.
Well, Sisipho, thank you so much, and of course looking forward to further updates throughout the day.